Now, this is a tough subject, and I only have a few minutes to address it, so I'm going to just lay it down. I'm going to give a speech next month, I think, about the role of God in politics. The thing is, on the right, nothing we say makes sense without God. I know some people tell me, oh, yes, it does. It doesn't. Without God, if we are just material, if our bodies have no meaning, if there's no meaning to our actions, there's just desire, then everything the left says is true. If physical desires are the only reality, why can't we do anything we want if we're not hurting anybody, if we have people who agree with it? Why can't we teach children to play along, to follow their desires? There was this Alaska school board meeting where a father got up and he started to read a book that was in the school library. And this is what it said. There's nothing wrong with enjoying some porn. It's a fun, sugary treat. And it had, obviously pornographic pictures in it. It says, a great place to research fantasies and kinks safely is on the internet. There's tons of people and communities out there who share your interests and have all kinds of advice. So, of course, the school board voted to silence him. They voted like 5-2 or 5-3 to silence him because they know it's evil, but it also makes sense without God. Everything the left says makes sense without God. It all stands to reason. This is why I can't stand this thing on the right, this elevating Ayn Rand. Here's a quote from Ayn Rand. Let's play cut 2.
When you accept such an important issue as the creation of the universe, on face, you're destroying your confidence and the validity of your own mind. It has to be either reason or faith. I am against God for the reason that I don't want to destroy reason. How can I be against God? I'm against those who conceived that idea.
Yeah, but tell us why. Tell us why.
Because then it gives man permission to function irrationally, to accept something above and outside the power of their reason.
Well, it doesn't actually allow, the whole point about God, the Christian God and the Jewish God too, is we believe that he acts with reason and that our reason is a reflection of his reason. But there is something higher than our reason. It's God's reason. Reason can get you anywhere. You can reason through anything. If we're produced by evolution and we want a superior race, why shouldn't exactly we make sure that inferior people don't reproduce? Why? Maybe we should kill off the inferior people. Maybe that would be the sanest thing to do, the most reasonable thing to do. We only don't do it because it's wrong, and we only know it's wrong because of a sense we have of, what I call the great speculation, that you are as important to God as I am to God, and that both of us are as real to ourselves. We think that Ayn Rand is the enemy of Karl Marx. Ayn Rand and Karl Marx are the same damn person. The people who follow Ayn Rand and the people who follow Karl Marx are exactly the same people. They're people who think that systems can fix the broken timber of humanity. They're people who think that systems, if we just get the right system in place, everything is going to be great. They're people who think money solves problems. One's going to distribute it here with the makers, the other's going to distribute it here with the takers. One system works better than the other, but it still doesn't solve the problem of power. It still does not solve the problem of man's inhumanity to man. All of those things only can be solved through the unreasonable speculation that each of us is as important to God as the other. With God, our flesh has moral meaning, and so we have to start to act in certain ways. I mean, your mother locked you in a hen house when you were 7, and so now you can only get turned on when your wife dresses up like a chicken. Is that right or is it wrong? Well, I think it's troublesome. It's troublesome. It's not hurting anybody. Your wife is agreeing to it, but maybe it's not dignifying you. Maybe it's not dignifying her. Maybe it's not paying enough homage to the person that you are meant to be. That, to me, is what God is about. God is about, Jesus said, be perfect like your Father in heaven is perfect. But what that means when you translate it from the Greek is fulfill yourself, fulfill the person that you were meant to be, that God made you to be, the way God fulfills his telos, his end, his purpose. So it is a different way of looking at things. It's a way of looking at things that's hard. It's unnatural. It's saying that we're broken somehow, that we have to sometimes force down our desires and do the right thing. This is why the people on the left, the anti-God people, the people who will not believe in God, not only say that it's all right to teach little children that they can study their fetishes online, but they also say it's all right to be fat. It's healthy. Fat is healthy. Cosmopolitan had magazines. Fat is healthy. Why? Because it's just body. It's just what you want. Why would you be unnatural and fight down your desire for more chocolate cake? Why would you do that? Why would you say that if you want to be a woman, why would you say you're just going to let your body, just because your body is a man, why not cut your body up and turn it into a lady suit? Why not do it? And what we are saying is, no, you were made to be a certain person that you are not. Everybody knows this deep down, by the way. You are made to be a certain person, and it's hard. You have to control some of your body's desires to become that person that you were made to be. If you don't think that's true, name me one other excellent thing that can be achieved without hard work. To be slender and attractive, to be healthy, takes incredible discipline and incredible hard work, especially as you get older, the amount of exercise you have to do, the amount of eating. And my question is this. If you do believe in God, and if you do understand that God wants you to be something more than you are, do you live that way? Do you live that way? And do you live that way joyfully? Because let me play you a little clip of the left, okay? Here's a clip that the Daily Wire put together of leftists reacting to various events. Cut 4.
Holy shit, you guys! I'm driving your car, but I just got a notification that Ruth Bader Ginsburg died! Could this year get any worse? Ruth, you just had to make it to 2021! Off to people that are pro-life! I hate you! Why can't women have abortions? I just saw a pro-life sign driving down the road having a mental breakdown. And I just want to say, all you people are you're so stupid. A fascist is a fascist. Maybe we can have the conversation about dismantling the two-party system when a fascist isn't running. Maybe we can do that later, kiddo. Champ. Chief. Maybe we can talk about it later!
So let me ask you, you want to be those guys? You want to be those people? You know, when I say that Jesus meant it when he told you not to judge, just imagine yourself on the line at the pearly gates going before St. Peter, and St. Peter says, well, what did you do that was good? And you say, well, I condemned gay people. How do you think that's going to play out for you? It's going to be about whether you became the person God made you to be, and whether you did it with such joy, and whether you took on the discipline of that every single day and did things every single day that would bring you even a half an inch closer to that goal, and whether you did it with joy so that the person next to you said, I want to be like that guy. I don't want to be like those leftists. All of this, the revolution and the Renaissance, starts with you. It starts with you in your home, in your body, in your mind. It really does. I mean, Gandhi is right about this. That is the only way this is going to happen. If you are busy yelling at other people for what they're doing, but you have not tended to yourself, I know you have to act politically. I know you have to act in the world. It starts in the school boards. It starts in the school board meetings. It starts in your home. It starts in your church. It starts in all those places. We have to stand up for your ideas and stand up for your thoughts and stand up for freedom. But you've got to do it in such a way that you become the person other people want to be. That is where the revolution begins, and that's where the Renaissance begins. For more excruciatingly good content like that, you want to like and subscribe, and don't forget to subscribe to The Andrew Klavan Show wherever you get your podcasts.